And now they're on an 8-match losing streak. It has just been pitiful for them from pillar to post.
I do think on the road here, very difficult environment to play in with, the turf with the humidity. 69 goals against on the season.
A few days ago, he was not pleased with the start against Lou City midweek last week. He's hoping his team can jump on the visitors here today quickly. Could be a turnover, and it is. Rivas has some space. That one off the crossbar. Unsuspecting was Dorchin, and Rivas almost caught him off guard completely. First break, Sordo with the strike. That one goes out the crossbar too. Oh, the iron unkind early for Miami FC.
Across your own 18-yard box, but you give the time and space for Joaquin Rivas. Hat-trick last, trying to get the opening goal here tonight. You get a second bite at the apple with Christian Sordo, and once again, same result. They hit it so pure, so clean.
Got a couple goals now in the year. Here he is on service. Ooh, line drive! That one hits the iron unkind again. 3 crossbars in this first half. What gives, Ricky?
To be expected, and it's Michael Salazar who just pops off his individual marker. Fantastic header, glaring across his right shoulder. Schedule ahead of this. Do the hard part, and now at home. Watch out here.
Edwards, Paco Craig is there. Good hustle by Paco. He got taken out. That should result in a booking, and we see if it does. It looks like it. Edwards here in the 26th minute.
Getting on the ball a lot, so you're committing a lot more numbers forward, but you know Edwards and Sadie, they don't need a second invitation to play direct, to play in beyond.
Physicality here, and Bolo Akinyoti looking around. Lewis Neal, colorful language I can't repeat. Lewis Neal taking over for Anthony Pulis as the interim coach. Done a fine job of at least keeping these guys afloat. As admitted to us, he hasn't changed a whole heck of a lot, just maybe the vocal messaging as McGuire comes out and makes a great stop against Edwards.
You can see the threat for Edwards, just so vertical, so direct with his willingness to run in behind.
Cabato, the header. McGuire is there and says no.
To open up real estate to operate in.
I guess the one question would be, like, why would a guy like Michael Salazar be shadowed? No offense to him, but he hasn't thrown up a lot of gaudy numbers this year.
And that's to come off of scouting. I do think Omid Amazi probably says, look, they like to play into Michael Salazar and drop balls off the secondary runners, but if we can deny the ball centrally into him, we force Miami FC for someone else to produce. You see it come over once again.
Nice move by Salazar. Looking to Rivas out wide. Rivas with some space. Joaquin pulls the trigger, but it goes right on goal to Dorchin. Seen in weeks past. Joe Sergen says, fellas, that'll be that for the first 45. It's in the books here. First half of action has come to a close. Lewis, Danny Barrera. Danny, that shot ricochets out. The rebound attempt. Jake McGuire with 2 hands on the denial. Great stop there for Jake McGuire. First golden opportunity for Hartford here in this contest.
Play direct, and as this ball rotates over, it's Makangila, who I've been talking about defensively. Hits it extremely clean. The technique on the 100, even better save from Jake McGuire. For Miami FC, you can bring out Makangila with Michael Salazar being selfless in his positioning. You open up holes into the interior, just like this once again.
Sordo maybe thought about something else instead of pulling the shot from well outside.
So when you're a center midfielder, single pivot, you're asked to do a lot.
Birmingham and Memphis are scoreless. Birmingham's the other team with 41 points in the Eastern Conference. Sordo giving chase. Christian trying to press. Nice play. Paco stepping up. Stanley Looking at three players on the right-hand side. Picture perfect. It's 1-0 thanks to Florian Below. Boot to boot, Stanley to Below in the 65th minute. Miami FC 1, Hartford 0.
As a center back, you stay tuned in. You play the first pass forward, and Aiden Stanley, we've seen it throughout his whole season. The ability to pick out a pass, especially from a deep lying position, but you have to give credit to Florian Below. Kyle Murphy makes that near post run, he pulls out McGlynn, so it's all about Florian Below getting across.
It's not like they have been in every single match. Below, Bolu trying to chase. Oh, he got taken out. Let's see if Barrera gets a yellow card here. He was a little hot, and he got one. 69th minute. About here.
I'll tell you what, look at Danny Barrera's left leg, the way that he exposed his studs over the top of Bolakinyoti. I'd argue that could easily be a different color. Lead here, stay on the field. I would not be surprised. I don't see it happening, but Lewis Neal.
McGlynn from well outside. Cabral got in front of it. Pinballed around. Ooh, again, McGlynn trying to get to that ball first, and now we got back-to-back yellow cards. First one on Barrera, this one on Connor in the 71st minute. Sadie looking to do some damage. Prince on the delivery. That one glances off the crossbar. Sadie
tries to catch Jake McGuire cheating. Hits it so pure. A lot of whip. He hasn't beat, to be fair.
A lot of work to go, though. Murphy wanted it. Dude did not get it. A little hot about that. From well outside, that one finds the back of the net. Joaquin Rivas pulled the trigger and made no mistake about it in the 78th minute. And why not take a bow, Joaquin? Miami up 2-0.
Look at the space between the lines. Look at Makangila stay like for like with Kyle Murphy. And as he makes that run, he pulls out Makangila. And it's just a domino effect. Christian Sordo makes that advanced run. Joaquin Rivas says, I see you, I don't need you. Especially with that left foot. 3 goals away at Hartford, 1 goal here at home. 4 goals on the trot against his Hartford Athletic side. Joaquin Rivas all smiles. Fantastic strike from distance. To be expected from a player with that quality, low and hard.
On these calls, you're an All-American in college, you were a professional, you were drafted in the MLS, and you were able to identify this before the match even begun. And you talked about players getting pulled in and pulled away, and exactly like that. I mean, it was tailor-made for you, and they identified it, and now it happens here in the second half.
Making me blush, man.
I'm sorry, but it goes back to your point about the need to execute these things, and there was pockets in the first half, and Miami FC didn't give up on the action. Stanley here. Stanley, ooh, played it through nicely. Cabral is there. Open lane, that shot is airmailed. That would have certainly sealed the deal, and Ryan Telfer would love to have that one back.
Great little pick out. Just rises it over the crossbar.
Sadie here. Prince pulls the trigger. Ooh, he was labeling that top left-hand corner. It did not miss by much.
And he's been very good for Hartford Athletic. Probably the only player on the field that has the willingness just to up the tempo and create something out of nothing. It's so dangerous on that left foot to create his own space. It just doesn't.
Against Birmingham. And this thing is now a wrap. So Miami FC, they do exactly what they do here tonight by taking care of business and beating the team that they needed to beat. They have won 3 straight. They've captured 9 straight points.